Peace and Black Power. Peace and Black Power. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Just want to send a special thank you to the city of Chicago and to the city of Detroit for hosting the first 2 book signings for the new Black Parent mega book, Black Parent Advocate. Thank you to Yassa's Senegalese restaurant for standing strong and not caving into the hatred. Thank you for that. They had to deal with harassment on the phone, harassment via an email. They had to deal with people contacting city authorities for no justifiable reason whatsoever, and they withstood all that. I think it was a good example of Africans from the continent and Africans in America standing together in solidarity. Yassa's is owned by our African Senegalese brother and mother, king and queen, husband and wife. Okay, I'm a descendant of those Africans who were snatched up in Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Cameroon, Nigeria. That's where my ancestry's from. But we were able to unite for the book signing Friday. Not a very, very big deal, but we did it. So for a lot of American Africans who say that our African continental brothers don't like us, that they're not for us, they don't care about us, what happened Friday at Yassa's is proof that that propaganda is a lie. That was an African immigrant who stood strong for the Prince of Pan-Africanism. That was an African immigrant who stood strong in the face of harassment, slander, complaints. He stood strong by his brother, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. And the event went well. It went very well. And our African brothers backed up our American African brothers. So the promise of Pan-Africanism is alive and well. The promise of garveyism is alive and well. There's only 2 groups of Africans in the world. There's only 2 groups of Africans in the world. I don't care if you live in the United States. I don't care if you live in the Caribbean. I don't care if you live in Canada, England, the South Pacific, Australia, Asia, or Africa. There's only 2 groups of Africans. There's the Pan-Africanist and there's everybody else. There's the Pan-Africanist and there's everybody else. There are those of us who believe in one family, one race, one people. There are those of us who believe in one family, one race, one people. And there are those of us who believe in tribalism, individualism, cliqueism, okay? Separatism, okay? Ideological division. That's it. There's only 2 groups. There's only 2 groups. Pan-Africanist and everybody else. Those who believe in family first, African family first, no matter what language, no matter what flag, no matter what nationality, no matter what religion, no matter what skin tone, whether it's brown or butter almond or butter pecan or lemon meringue or peanut butter or chocolate, one family. And we showed that at Yassa's on Friday. And shout out to Brother Shamari for inviting me to the Detroit African Cultural Family yesterday. I had never been to the Maharis Gentry Park. I had never been to the Maharis Gentry Park. That was my first time. And when I go to Detroit, I now have a place where I can go and just sit by the water and meditate. Now I have a place where I can just sit by the water and meditate. Thank you for that, Brother Shamari. I enjoyed all the brothers and sisters who came out in Chicago and Detroit. 10-year anniversary. 10-year anniversary of my international career. Not my overall career. I've been struggling since I was a child. I've been struggling since I came out of college. But on the global and intercontinental level, that part of my career was birthed in Chicago, September the 18th of 2010. So for the rest of this year, I'm doing my victory lap. For the rest of this year, I'm doing my victory lap. And I am hoping that you guys continue to donate to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. It is my prayer that you continue to donate to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy so we can get the Garvey building done. Hit your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Cash App is FDMG School. PayPal is FDMG Academy. Cash App is FDMG School. PayPal is FDMG Academy. This is the victory lap. September, October, November, December. This is the victory lap. For Kwanzaa, I want to come to 7 cities I've never been to. If I don't care how small the city is. I don't care how big the city is. If I have never been to your city, I want to make Kwanzaa 7 new places I've never been. Kwanzaa tour. December the 26th to New Year's Day, 7 new places I've never been. I've never been to I've been to Des Moines, Iowa. I've never been to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sioux Falls, I'm overdue for Sioux Falls. Rhode Island, Maine, North Dakota, South Dakota, Utah. I hope I get invited to Utah because one of my haters live there. I'm pulling up on him. I hope I get invited to Utah. Okay, Ski Mask Club. One of my haters is in Utah. I'm going to pull up on him. We don't have Zelle. We don't have Venmo. We have PayPal or Cash App. Or you can donate. You can donate through the mail. Check or money order. P.O. Box 9634. Check or money order. P.O. Box 9634. Check or money order. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware. 19809. Oregon. I've been to Portland, but I haven't been to Portland in a while. So we can put Portland on the Kwanzaa list. I've never been to Hawaii. Hawaii. Where is Hawaii? I've never been to Hawaii. I've only been to Alaska once. I've only been to Portland twice. So we could do a Pacific Northwest Kwanzaa. We could do a Pacific Northwest Kwanzaa. I did Kwanzaa in Seattle about 3 years ago. I need to do New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, Rhode Island, North Dakota, South Dakota. Where else? I haven't been to Nevada in a while. I've done Reno once and Vegas once. We can put Reno or Vegas on that Kwanzaa tour list. If you're interested in hosting a book signing at your barbershop, beauty salon, bookstore, church, organizational building, if you want to host a book signing, get in contact with Dr. Umar. If you want to host a book signing, get in contact with Dr. Umar. Also, I want to start scheduling the Black Parent trainings again. I've been to Denver 2 or 3 times. We can put Denver on the list. Miami, I'm overdue for Miami. I'm overdue for Houston. I ain't been to Houston in 3 years, I think. I got to get back to Houston. That's a DrP.O.P.A city. That's a DrP.O.P.A city. New Orleans, Baton Rouge. Never been to Shreveport. I never been to Shreveport. I got to get back to Jackson. I got to get back to Jackson. But I also need to do some other cities in Mississippi. I also need to do some others. Washington, D.C., I think we're going to hit up the Thurgood Marshall Center for the book signing. Washington, D.C., I think we're going to hit up the Thurgood Marshall Center for the book signing. But I need y'all to donate to the school. I need y'all to donate to the school. Philly book signing is probably going to happen before the month is out. DC and Philly might happen before the month is out. So make sure you check my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The DC Black Parent Advocate book release may happen before September is over. Philadelphia book signing will be at the African Cultural Arts Forum, 52nd and Walnut. The African Cultural Arts Forum, 52nd and Walnut. Okay, that's where the Philly signing going to be. That's where the Philly signing going to be. Okay? Fort Lauderdale, I need a location for Fort Lauderdale. 10-year anniversary, December the 10th, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Atlanta, Georgia, 10-year anniversary, November the 19th. We still locking down the spot there. But we already got New York. Harlem debut, October the 30th, 2010. The 10-year Harlem anniversary, October the 30th, 2020. We will be at the Allah School in Mecca. We will be at the Allah School in Mecca. We will be at the Allah School in Mecca. You feel me? The nation of gods and earths have opened their doors to the Prince of Panafrikanism. So it will be the gods and the Garveyites. It will be the gods and the Garveyites. It will be the gods and the Garveyites in Harlem, Friday night, October the 30th. New York City, Brooklyn, come through Harlem. Queens, come through Harlem. Bronx, come through Harlem. Staten Island, come through Harlem. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, Long Island, Albany, Yonkers, come through Harlem Friday night, October 30th, 2 to 6. I'm taking pictures with all the queens. We hugging up. Make the haters jealous. I'm hugging up with the queens. I'm fisting up with the kings. I'm hugging up with the queens and I'm fisting up with the kings. I'm hugging up with the queens and I'm fisting up with the queens. I'm fisting up with the kings, hugging up with the queens. Allah School in Mecca, come and get the Black Parent Bible. It's thicker than your holy Bible. The Black Parent Bible, Black Parent Advocate, is thicker than your holy Bible. Read it from cover to cover. Read the whole book from cover to cover. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. If you want a book release in your town, find me a location. I'm coming. All you got to do is say, Doc, we got a spot. We got a barbershop in Boston. I think I'm a book Boston. The brother texted me yesterday. We got a barbershop in Boston for the Boston Black Parent Advocate book release. I ain't been to Boston since me and Dr. Claude Anderson came through and invaded the city. I ain't been to Boston since me and Dr. Claude Anderson did the King Kong tag team. Because you know we the world tag team champions, Dr. Umar and Claude Anderson. We the world tag team champions of I'm the world heavyweight champion, but I'm also tag team champions with Dr. Claude Anderson. I'm the world heavyweight champion, but I'm also tag team champion with Dr. Claude Anderson. Okay, and if we add David Banner in there, the three kings, we are the three-man tag team heavyweight champions of the world. There's no other three-man tag team. The three-man tag team champions is Dr. Claude Anderson, David Banner, the Prince of Panafrikanism, and we've been holding the three-man tag team championship since we did Three Kings in New York. We are still the three-man tag team champions. Me and Claude Anderson is the world heavyweight tag team champions. And then I'm the world heavyweight champion. So I got all three belts. 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 You feel me? Rochester and Buffalo and Syracuse, I'm going to try to do y'all three in the same weekend. Rochester, Buffalo, and Syracuse, I'm going to try to do y'all the same weekend in October. But I want y'all to come to Harlem and witness the magic. We witnessed the magic in Chicago Friday. That was the interview that birthed the prince. Chicago interview, September 18th. That was the interview that birthed the prince. But the lecture that birthed the prince was in Harlem. The lecture that birthed the prince was October 30th in Harlem at the National Black Theater. So I'm coming back to Harlem. Would I ever go back on Roland Martin? He got to make a respectable donation to FDMG, and he got to apologize. He got to apologize for the ambush. You understand? That I transformed, okay? That I transformed into a Marcus Garvey grenade and blew up the Roland Martin show. So if Roland Martin makes a respectable donation to the FDMG Academy and apologize for the attempted ambush that I turned into a Garvey grenade and blew the whole BET down that day, I might go back on his platform. But he got to apologize for that nut shit. No neck rolling. He got to apologize for the nut shit. Okay. Okay. World heavyweight champion. World tag team champions. World 6-man, 3-man tag team champions. You feel me? You feel me? I'm looking for a sister. I'm looking for a sister. I'm looking for a sister who can compliment me on the lecture platform. I'm looking for a Pan-African queen. We ain't talking wife. We talking politics. Brothers, we must stay focused. We not talking wifey right now. We talking politics. I need a Pan-African goddess. I need a Pan-African queen who thinks like I think, who's just as unapologetically African as I am. You understand? Who's just as serious about the movement as I am. I need a Pan-African queen to balance the energy this next 10 years. See, September 18th is the beginning of my next 10 years. Okay? So I need a queen. I need a queen. It's now departing. Hold on. Making sure I don't miss my flight. Let me go check, because they said the flight departing. Let me go check something. Got to get back to Philly. Go grab that Max's cheesesteak, Germantown and area. I'm straight to Max's when I touch down. Okay, I was trying to figure it out. Cause no problem, sister.
She just said 12:50.
About what time, bro?
12:50.
12:50. Thank you, bro. The flight is delayed until 12. Well, y'all don't need to know the time, but the flight is delayed. Flight is delayed. I didn't miss the flight. It's delayed. I need a queen for the lecture platform. Send me a video of you speaking and a resume. This is for the lecture platform. I need a Pan-African queen. We got to balance the energy. We got to balance the divine. I got the masculine. We need the feminine. Okay? Bonnie and Clyde on the lecture scene. No romance, revolution. No romance, revolution. No romance, revolution. Revolution. No romance, revolution. I'm also going to be releasing the For Sisters Only podcast. For Sisters Only podcast. Topics on dating, life, raising the children. For Sisters Only podcasts. If you want to subscribe to the regular podcast, you can do that on the Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook bio. The regular DrP.O.P.A podcast. Okay. I got some new episodes I got to send out. iCloud been acting up, so we may go to another platform. You said why I never wear a mask? I'm wearing a mask. This is the mask that covers the soul of God that is inside of me. This is the mask that covers the soul. Donate your grit money, FDMG Academy. This is an important week. This is a very important week because I will be selecting an electrician for the Garvey building renovation. This is an important week. This is the beginning of the new 10 years. This is my first 10 years was 2000 to 2010. That was Umar, the school psychologist. My first 10 years was when I got my master's in school psychology, 2000 to 2010. That was the first 10 years, right? 2000 to 2010. That was the first 10 years. That was professional fighting for the black children. That was the school to prison pipeline, right? And then 2010 to 2020, that was intercontinental Ifatunde. That was traveling the world, raising the consciousness, saving the babies, helping the parents. And now this is the third 10-year cycle in my political career. The third 10-year cycle, 2020 to 2030, institutional builder Ifatunde. Institution builder. Now it's about building institutions all over the diaspora. FDMG Africa, FDMG London, FDMG Jamaica, FDMG Costa Rica, FDMG Houston, FDMG Oakland, FDMG Milwaukee, FDMG Philly, FDMG Delaware. This is institution builder Ifatunde. It's time for institution builder. We're going to get this Garvey building done and we're going to push. We're going to get this Garvey building done, and then we're going to push, brothers and sisters. We're going to get this Garvey building done, and then we're going to push. You feel me? Institution building Ifatunde. That's what it is. And then 2031, we celebrate 200 years. 2031, we celebrate the bicentennial of the Nat Turner War against white supremacy. August 21st of 2031 is Nat Turner's 200th anniversary of the war against white supremacy. And we're going to celebrate that at FDMG Delaware, or we might do it in FDMG Virginia. We're going to have a couple schools by then. I give Nat Turner my word. I give Nat Turner my word. I'm going to give Henry Hart Nelson, Sam, Will, Cherry, the Turner children, I give those ancestors my word. Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, I'm giving them my word that at the bicentennial of the Nat Turner War Memorial, we will have more than one school by 2031. We should have about 10 schools by 2031. So my next 10 years takes me to the Nat Turner bicentennial. My next 10 years take me to the Nat Turner bicentennial. My next 10 years take me to the bicentennial of the Nat Turner War. Brothers, we must stay focused. It is consciousness over cookies. It is politics over the punani. We must stay focused. We must stay focused. I want to run for president of the United States of Pan-Africa. I want to run for president of the United States of Pan-Africa. I will run for president, but I'm humble enough to be the vice president. I'm humble enough to be the Secretary of State. I'm humble enough to be the Secretary of Education. I get in where I fit in. I'm still waiting for one of the African countries to invite me to Africa to be their minister of education. I'm still waiting for one of the African countries to invite me to Africa to be their minister of education. I'm still waiting for one of the countries in Africa to invite me to be their minister of education.